DOTE.
So welcome to the video on how to use the video panels in DOTE. This is the simple introduction, and there'll be a more advanced tutorial as well. So what we're going to cover here is basically how to use one video panel with one primary video source, and then how can you play back and alter that video view. And then in the advanced video we'll move on to more advanced things involving two video panels and video cues. So first thing you need to make sure is in your media manager, you see up here, if you click on media manager, that you have some media that you can select to appear in your video panel. In this case we have a lot of different media because this is our Lego demo project. You just have to make sure that you've set up your media correctly, so go to the media manager tutorial to see how to do that. If you've done that, then you can select here in the video panel, this is the video panel, you can select which video you'd like to see, and if you click here you see a pull down menu with the choices that we've activated in Media Manager. You can choose any one of these and it will appear here in the video. The shot that it might show might not be what you want, and you'll be able to see in a moment how to move that around. So we'll just go back to where we were, and I'll explain how to do that. First thing you need to do is you can actually adjust. You can adjust the video with each of these sliders you see here in the top and on the right and at the bottom. So for example, if I want to make the waveform a little bit larger, it will shrink the video. We won't do that now. And if we want to make the transcript a little bit larger, then it will shrink the video. And then if we want to pull up the video cues here, for example, expand them because we want to see in more detail the waveform and some other features, then we can do that if we have the video cue panel open. So we can manipulate and the video will adjust. This is in fact a 360 video, and that means we can move around in this video. What you need to do is with your mouse, as long as you're hovering over the video, you can zoom in and out using the scroll bar, for example. Scroll wheel on my mouse here, I'm zooming in and out, and if you left click you can actually drag, and if you see I can drag all the way around and see all the way around the room because it's a 360 camera in the middle of the room. See there's a group here and a group over here, and I can decide the shot that I want to see. Let's say I just want to see this group here. I'm zooming in on this group. So with a 2D video, a normal 2D video, you can also zoom in on some part of the image. Of course you can't turn around because of the camera view. 360 cameras you can do that. And we totally support 360 cameras, video recordings with those cameras. Okay, so that's giving you some idea of zooming in and reframing, what we call recamming. This is our primary video window. There is a secondary, you'll see in the advanced video, that allows you to manipulate two different videos independently, but we'll come to that in a later tutorial. So what you need to notice is that if I play the video now, let's just play.
3, og så når jeg siger go, så starter vi. Er I klar?
Okay, so we've got that shot playing, and we have some video cues, but look at the video cues tutorial to see how to use those. They're not actually active at the moment.
3, 2, 1, go!
You see nothing will happen at this video cue, and we're still looking at these two women at the table while the other one has run as part of the game. That's because we up here, you see this panel here, not only is there a projection for the 360 we can choose, yes, we can only do that in the free view, otherwise it's set in the media manager. In free view we can move the video around wherever we want, and it will stay there just for this moment, but if we restart DOTE with this project and this transcript, or if we go to video cues, we will lose that. So free view allows you to look just for this particular moment. You can look somewhere and then it may snap back, and that, for example, is the second button here. It's a slider button, so if we choose the second one, it's called Save Changes. It will actually go to a previously saved change. We could go to the video cue, which is down here, and that's actually a completely different camera, but let's leave that for another video, the more advanced one about how to, and video cues, how to switch between video cues. So you've got follow video cues, lock to the video cues. You'll see that in another tutorial. Then you've got the middle one, which is save. So that means when you return to DOTE later, it'll always come back to the position. And then free view means you can peek at something, you can see it's not gone back to where we were, we can move it again and then look at save and go back and see it's lost. But it allows you to peek somewhere, but it's not saved. So you've got these three lovely choices here about how to view your video. So you might want to have a quick glance over here to see if anything interesting is happening. If not, you can go back to your save position. If we move the save position, for example, I move it to this group, this group over, no, this man here, let's say this man here. Then if I go back to here, you'll see it's still there, and I can move it somewhere else, and when I click, it will go back to him. So it's saved this new position. What I might want to do is just spin around, go back to where I was. Here we are, zoom in a little bit, and now I'm back to the table. That's now saved. If I go to free view, I can move it somewhere else, go back to save, and here we are back again. If I go to video queue, that's locked to the video queues completely separately. So that's a little clever, a very important way of being able to manipulate how you view your videos, either automatically queuing them, saving them, or just for the moment having a look somewhere. Okay, if I carry on playing now, you'll see it will carry on playing in that view. If I go to free view and move somewhere else, it will carry on playing there until I return to save view. Okay, so that's giving you some idea of how to use the video panel. Please take a look at the tutorials about playback, about how you can use the waveform to playback and all the different controls, how to manipulate your video, and then also look at the advanced tutorial for video panels to see how to use the secondary panel and video cues. That's all for now.